Hello everyone, Colonel Jet here. Now, I'm generally very relaxed when it comes to video games. I really am. But Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 has officially pissed me off. Now, you might be wondering how. The reason why is because of how dumb everything is. Like, it is retardedly dumb. And I don't mean that in an offensive way. First of all, the game, it does say, hey, do you want to do open world? Hey, do you want to do this? Hey, do you want to do that? That's fine. But the fact of how that you can't, be a sniper, it's stupid. It's like, yeah, you got the rifle, and yeah, you could shoot up to, you could shoot extremely long distances. But the game literally does not spawn in anything unless I haven't figured it out yet. Because every time that I've had to shoot at people in Sniper Ghost Warrior 3, every single time it's nothing but just nothing. Like, you can't see anyone because nothing can spawn in yet. So what ends up happening is you actually have to go closer to them so they spawn in and you can see them. And then what you have to do is you have to actually shoot them at about the farthest I've gotten was about 300 meters, unless it's actually a how do I want to put it, a scripted event. Like, there's one mission, and this is, I guess, spoilers, but there's a mission that has you protect like an agent, and even then, like, the distance is only like 250 meters, and that's only because you're in a high up spot. That's the only reason. When generally most of the time you're not going to be doing that unless you're really like looking for those sniper spots because they do mark them in the game. And what you're telling me is in that game that's supposed to be about sniping, you're telling me that I can only fire really up to 300 meters because that's when everything starts spawning in? Because I haven't seen anything spawn in until then. Like, at 300 meters, everything starts spawning in. Otherwise, nothing spawns in. Secondly, the game promotes, oh, hey, you can use different rifles and you could use different weapons and sidearms and knives and shit like that. Like, right now, my loadout, I have it pulled up on my TV screen right now because I run it on console. Maybe that's the reason why I can't see anything past 300. I don't know. Somebody in the comments can tell me. But I looked through the rifles, okay? Now I want everyone to just bear with me. In the game, your rifles are distinguished by this. It has stats, quote unquote. Its caliber, scope type, fire mode, and if there's a silencer attachment or not available, is all shown at the bottom. Caliber, I have yet to see a reason to buy another caliber weapon. Because every single time that I scroll down the list, like, here, let me tell you what rifle I'm using. I am using what's known as the Knight 110. Caliber 7.62, scope NATO, fire mode, da 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 da. Now, at the right, it tells you what's available for, like, equipment, like bipods, silencers, etc. The camo and stuff. And then it tells you, like, what it can do, like damage, fire rate, stability, recoil absorption, ammo capacity, mobility, noise reduction. All that's awesome, but here's the pet peeve of mine. Ammo capacity. You can't tell how much a gun has. You really can't. It's a slider. It tells you, like, if a gun has more, it's only like a gold bar. It won't tell you, oh, this gun has 5 rounds, while this gun has 10 rounds. Now, I'm going down the list, and I want you to note that I'm kind of, I don't know how far I am in the game, but just listen. I have 3 guns unlocked. The XM2015, which is, I think, your starting weapon. The Strong Sky, I don't know. 98, which is another which is a bolt action Russian sniper rifle, which I think you get for free, as well. The Knight 110, and those are the only 3 rifles that I have. Then you go down, and I have 4 rifles I could buy right now. The Archer T80. All the stats are worse than my Knight 110. So why would you buy that? There's an extra equipment slot. But why would you buy that? The BMT-03. Now, the Archer and the BMT are 338 caliber. They're 338s, which is, I believe, a more round to cater to sniping, I believe. But the damage itself, everything down the line, stats-wise, damage, fire rate, stability, recoil, ammo, mobility, noise reduction is all down. Why? It's like these are guns that cost, money in the game. Like, for example, I have 12,000 quote-unquote dollars. They're called trading goods. The Archer costs 9,220. The BMT costs 9,530. But what's funny is I'm flipping back and forth. In the Archer, which costs less, the only thing that's kind of bad with it is the ammo capacity. The Archer T80, which I'm going to guess fires 5 rounds, because it's half. The Archer fires 5 rounds, but compared to the BMT, there's nothing. The two things different is the damage and the fire rate. The Archer, which costs less, $300 less, has more damage and its fire rate is better. The only thing that's down is the noise reduction and the mobility, as well as the ammo. That's it. Everything else is pretty much the exact same. Now, further down the line, you get the Rook SS97. Now, this one kind of has... Now, this one's a 338. This one is semi-automatic. And I'm just trying to flip back and forth between the Archer and the BMT, or the Rook. Now, I get this one because, obviously, the Archer is a bolt. It's a bolt action, so you have to cock the bolt back. The Rook is a semi, so the fire rate is going to be better for the Rook. Now, I don't know that much about sniper rifles and actual sniping and stuff, but both rifles are a 338. Would that change? Like, would that change the damage? Because I'm just flipping back and forth. The Archer T80, the cheaper one, the 9,200, costs less by 800. Or actually, no, more than that. Actually, no, that costs a lot less, because the Rook is 10,500, while the Archer is 9,200. So that's almost like, what, an $8,000 or an $800 difference, which isn't that much, granted, but it's like, literally the only things that change that I can see is ammo capacity. No, actually, ammo capacity is the exact same. Both rifles use 5-round mags. Noise reduction is the exact same. The only thing that I'm seeing that's different is the fire rate, which the Rook does have more of, but the mobility for the Archer and the damage is even better than the Rook. Now, I don't know if it's because they're catering to the fact that, semi-automatic rifles are usually less damaging, but it doesn't really matter, because if you're a sniper in the first place, you're not going to be going for arm shots or leg shots. You're going to be going for headshots or torso shots, which matter. Then, now this is what's really weird. Kind of. The fourth rifle is a 50 caliber sniper rifle called the ACC-50, which is a bolt action sniper rifle with no suppressor, or no silencer. Now, what's really funny is the ACC, all across the board, except damage and mobility. No, actually, only damage. Damage goes up dramatically by at least 25%. While everything else goes down, even for the bolt action. No, actually, I take that back. No. Wait, it actually does worse than the other rifles in terms of the bolt action. Or does it do better? I can't tell. I'm trying to flip back and forth because there's no compare option. Like, you can't compare rifles, to each other automatically. So you have to wing it and just kind of eye it. So I looked down the list, and these are rifles I haven't unlocked yet, by the way, so I can't buy them. The Balance SAR Metal. Damage is lower than the Knight 110, but the fire rate is higher. This is a semi-automatic. Stability is same. Recoil absorption is a little bit lower. The ammo capacity is lower, but the mobility is higher. I think this is a rifle that has a silencer built in, because that's what it looks like for an equipment slot. Now I go down, and I think this is the... I forget the name of the gun. The SVS? I forget. But it's that silent sniper rifle that the Russians have. But the damage for the... Okay, this I can kind of understand. Because this is a 7.62 with a sniper or a silencer that's permanently attached. Damage goes down, the fire rate goes up, the stability is okay, and the recoil absorption... See, I can understand this one. Because this one's also a smaller rifle. This one, the mobility goes up and the noise reduction goes up. So, you don't have to worry. Now, what's fucked up is when you go down the list, the only sniper rifle, the true sniper rifle that's next that you would want to buy, a real rifle, sniper rifle, is one that has a suppressor at least, or a silencer, is the Dragunov, or the Dragoon SVD. It's like, I don't know. But the damage goes up slightly, the fire rate goes up dramatically. Everything stays green across the board with the Knight 110. The mobility stays up a little bit, and the noise reduction goes down. Now, I'm going to guess because the noise reduction is based if it has a suppressor on it or not. I'm going to guess that's because the suppressor isn't built in, so noise reduction goes down anyways. Now, I keep going down, and the next rifle that you would want to buy that is extremely better than every other rifle, like by a long shot, is the ES-25. Damage goes up, fire rate goes up to near full, stability stays the same, recoil absorption is 75% pretty much, and the ammo capacity is halfway. So I'm going to guess that's around 20 shots. Mobility goes up too, and it does have a silencer that you can buy. Now, the other thing that's really fucked up is further down the list, I find this gun called the Vikop, which is a Russian-made gun. It's a semi-automatic 338. I should have also... No, wait. I take it back. A gun that... Oh, I see. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I got caught up for a second. I was wondering, like, I was looking at the lower stats, and it will tell you if the silencer is integral. So that will automatically tell you if it's better or not. But I'm going to guess that's only for integral silencers, though. But the Vikop is worse across the board. Damage is lowered compared to the Knight 110. Fire rate is lowered, stability is lowered, recoil is lowered, or recoil absorption is lowered, ammo capacity is lowered, mobility stays the same, and noise reduction goes up slightly. But that's it. Then you get to the next gun, which is, by the way, there's only 2 more guns left. The next gun is almost the same as the Vikop. It's a 50 caliber sniper rifle. Everything pretty much stays with the Vikop. Now, this one does not have a silencer. It's called the Shipunov K96. This one does not have a silencer silencer available, so noise reduction will go down dramatically. Damage goes up. the fire rate goes up compared to the Vicop. The stability goes way down. Like this thing, or wait, actually stability stays with the Vicop. So if you find the Vicop, you pretty much can look at what the Shapunov has. Ammo capacity stays the same, recoil stays the same. Mobility goes down, which I can understand because it's a 50 cal, and noise reduction goes down too. But the only thing that this gun will actually give you is more damage. That's it. The same thing goes with the turret M96. So the only, I hate to admit it, but there's only one sniper rifle in the whole game that's worth buying, and that's called the ES-25, which is a 7.62 millimeter semi-automatic with a silencer available. So basically, this gun is the perfect sniper rifle because the damage goes up, the fire rate goes way up to almost full, recoil goes up to 75%, ammo capacity I'm going to guess is 25 or 20 bullets. The mobility goes up, and the noise reduction, you could cancel that out with a silencer. So essentially, there's only one rifle people will be using in this game, which is the ES-25. And what's fucked up is this rifle is only available, let's see, it's at pretty much the very bottom. So I'm going to guess this rifle you get almost at the end of the game. Which makes every other rifle worthless. Because the Knight tanks every other rifle. The Knight 110 tanks every single rifle up until you get to the Dragunov, which then you can buy that gun, which gives you a little bit more, like an inch more damage, a lot more fire rate, and everything else stays the same, which it can have a suppressor or a silencer on it, and the mobility goes up with it. And then the next gun that you would buy is the ES-25, because that's even better than the Dragunov. When in the end, every other gun in the ending is complete bullshit. Like, you don't need them. The Vicop, the Shapunov, and the turret. You don't need them. So they're there just for fancy. Or, yeah, the Vicop, the Shapunov, and the turret are complete bullshit. So there's only like 3 rifles you will pretty much be using. Maybe 4. Which is the starter rifles, so the XM 2015, which, by the way, you get rid of quickly, because you'll realize, like, there's a ton more rifles that are better than that. So you have that gun, the Stronsky 98, which is the Russian rifle that you can get. The Knight 110, because you quickly figure out every other rifle is complete shit other than the ACC if you just want a damage tanker. And the ES-25. Now that's for your sniper rifle. Now I haven't checked out... See... The rifles look the same too. Like the secondary weapons, your secondaries. Because the gun that I'm using is called the AKA-47. We all know it's the AK-47. It's no fucking lie. You don't need to slide it past us. And I'm just looking down, and I'm seeing... Okay, so the Archer AR-15 is the gun that you obviously get in the beginning. It literally looks like a SCAR. Or another type of rifle that I can't remember the name of right now. The next one up is the AKA-47, which does more fire rate, damage by a long shot, but the recoil absorption goes down. But it can be fitted with a suppressor or a silencer. Now I'm just looking down, and the next gun that you would get, which is a rifle, is the Herstal, which damage goes down, which is understandable. Damage goes down, but the fire rate goes up, the stability stays the same, the recoil absorption goes up, and the ammo capacity goes up. And it can be fitted with a silencer. So the only thing you're losing in this whole thing is damage. Then you get a shotgun, which that requires no bullshit from me. It's a shotgun. What do you expect? Damage goes... Actually, wait. Damage only goes up a little bit. Like, I'm just shocked because damage for the shotgun only goes up by a smidge, which is shocking because it's a shotgun. The fire rate I can understand going down. It's a pump action. Stability I can understand. It's a fucking shotgun. You're not, you don't have anything to grip. Or well, you do have a grip, but you get the point. Recoil absorption goes down by a smidge. I would expect that thing to be 0. It's a fucking shotgun. Ammo capacity goes way up, like to almost 50%, which I don't know what that means because it's a shotgun. We generally have shotguns that don't go by bullets, they go by how many shells, and usually a full shotgun is usually around, 8 rounds? So, and just like the rest of it, just, is, self-explanatory. Now, what's funny is there's bows in this game. Now, I don't know if this is some type of fucking pre-order gift, because I got the season pass version of the game, but I got the compound bow. Damage is it's at about 75%. Fire rate goes down, but stability, recoil, ammo, and noise reduction goes way up. Like almost to full. Which makes rifles useless unless you want to dish out like some more bullets. Now, we're going to ignore the fact I have a compound bow. We're going to ignore that fact because that's a season pass. Although I do see there is another bow at the very bottom of the list called the Takedown Recurve bow, which I don't understand how you get that. Probably on another mission. But the next rifle you would unlock, the KTR, the only thing that you would get for this is the recoil absorption. That's it. Because compared to the AK-47, which is the best rifle that I have right now, because I generally don't have to whip out my secondary weapon, unless if it's my sidearm. The KTR, the only thing there is the recoil absorption. Now, the Gale Force Long. What kind of fucking gun is this? Now, this is... Wait. What the fuck? Damage goes up a little bit. Fire rate goes up by almost 75%. Compared to the AK-47, I want to make that clear. This is the only gun that I really am using right now. So, if somebody, says, well, this gun's the best gun in the game, tell me in the comments. Stability is is pretty much halfway. So, it's... I guess that's to be expected. Recoil absorption is a little better because obviously the AK is a big pusher. But the ammo capacity is almost at 0. There's like a centimeter. No, not a centimeter. Jesus. Like an inch. Like maybe smaller than a fucking nail. Way smaller than a nail of ammo. Mobility goes up to standard, and the noise reduction goes way down. And there's not a silencer for it. Is this supposed to be like some kind of DMR? No. Wait, maybe? I don't know. Somebody tell me that one, because it's not showing me in the lock screen, because it's locked, which is fucking stupid. Then, the funny shit comes up, and I can kind of understand this because it's an LMG, which is funny because you would never really expect a sniper to use an LMG, so it's kind of fucked up in a way. I can understand a rifle, like an AK or an M4, but a fucking LMG is weird. I don't know, but whatever. Procure everything you can get, I guess. The FM3000UM. Damage goes way up. Fire rate goes way up. Stability stays the same. Recoil goes down by a smidge. Ammo capacity goes near to full. Mobility goes to about 75%, so it goes down. And noise reduction goes way down. But what's really fucked up is there's a silencer for it. So the only things that you're losing is your mobility and the recoil absorption. Now, next is the OFM 500, which is a shotgun. Damage goes up by a tiny bit compared to the AKA. By a tiny bit, maybe 50%. And the AK is at like 45, so it goes up by 5%. Fire rate goes way down because of the pump action. Duh. Stability goes down by a little bit. Recoil absorption goes... Again, I was hoping this thing would go, to 0 because it's a fucking shotgun. I wasn't expecting, holy shit, the thing goes flying out your hand, but you get my point. Ammo capacity goes up by a little bit. which is, hold on, let me see. Ammo capacity goes up by a little bit. Okay, it's a little lower than the Giovanni M4, I guess it's called, which is the other shotgun that you can unlock. The mobility goes down by a smidge, and the noise reduction goes way down because it's a fucking shotgun. Oh, here's the last shotgun, the Origin 12, which I'm gonna guess is a play on the Sega 12. I'm gonna guess. Which damage goes up by a little bit, fire rate goes up by a little bit, stability goes down, but everything else besides mobility and noise reduction goes up by a tiny bit. And this one's a semi-automatic. Then obviously you have the bow, the takedown recurve bow, which I don't understand why it's called takedown. I'm sorry, excuse me. Terribly sorry, I had to take a sip of Mountain Dew. The bows just surprisingly do a shitload better than the rifles, which is fucked up. Which I'm going to equip the bow right now. How many? Oh, and I should tell you guys, there are multiple kinds of bullets for the guns. For example, you have a regular bullet, which is just a standard sniper rifle bullet. Then you have a luring bullet and an AP bullet for the sniper rifle. Then for the bow, you have flathead arrows and barbed head arrows, which do better for actually unarmored, which that's a shocker. All right, so the pistols. So you have surprisingly less than the secondary weapons and even your sniper rifles. But the gun that you start off with is the M1984, which is an M1911, Jesus H, pistol. Now, the gun I'm using right now is called the Garrett M9, which it's a fucking M9. I'm sorry if you guys hear the squeak of my chair. I'm sitting down. Oh my god. Ow. I fell back a little bit. So, I'm looking at this, and I'm not getting much info out of this. So, compared to the M9, the M1984 pistol and the pistol rail, which, by the way, there's no point unless you just want another customization point for your gun, or another attachment for your gun, which is like a flashlight or like a laser, and that's it. The M1984 sucks compared to the M9, which can be kind of understandable because the M1984 is your starter pistol. Now, again, if anyone knows why these guns are kind of weirdly they have weird stats, tell me in the comments, because I want to know. Because I'm fucking scratching my head like, why the fuck is this a thing? So I'm going down the pistols. So compared to the M9, the Garrett M9, the Hervolt 99, which I think is a take on the P99, I think it's called. I forget. Damage goes up by a little bit. Fire rate and stability stay. Recoil absorption goes down a tiny bit. Ammo mobility stay where they are, and silencer is available. So the only thing that goes up and down is damage and recoil, which I can understand that because that's kind of well statted. Now, for the Wagram 21, which I could buy right now, the damage goes way up, and the fire rate goes up too. And this is a 45, by the way. I should have said the M9 is obviously a 9mm. And the Hervolt 99 is an M9 as well. This gun, the 45, which, by the way, yes, the M1984 pistol is a 45 as well. And that gun's also a semi-automatic. And I believe it even has a 5-round mag. Or a 7-round mag. So the Wagram 21. The Wagram 21, damage goes up, fire rate goes up, stability stays, recoil absorption goes... For some fucking reason, that goes way down. Like, it goes way down, like to 25%. I don't know why that is. Ammo capacity goes up by a tiny bit. Mobility stays, and noise reduction goes down. But what's funny is like you could buy a silencer anyways. Then you have the Bull 686. Damage goes way up because this is a revolver, so it's a 44. Damage goes way up. Fire rate goes down because obviously it's a revolver. Stability stays the same. Recoil absorption goes near to like 10%. Ammo capacity goes. I'm going to guess this is 6 bullets because it even says the little cylinder right there. 6 bullets. Mobility goes up, or mobility stays the same. I'm sorry. Mobility stays the same, and noise reduction goes to basically about 10%. And silencer is not available. Then you have an SLP, which is a 45 semi-automatic. Now, again, compared to the Garrett M9, which is a 9mm, the SLP goes down in every category. In every category. And it even has the same exact customization slots as the M9. Silencer is available. Damage goes down. Fire rate goes down. Stability stays the same because it's a pistol. Fuck. Recoil absorption goes way down. Ammo capacity goes down. And noise reduction goes down. But you could put a silencer on it. Now there's another gun here called the SPM23. Damage goes down. Fire rate goes down. Otherwise, the only other two things go down really is the ammo capacity. Everything else besides recoil absorption, which goes up by like an inch, stays the same. Terribly sorry if you guys heard that. I thought I muted my mic. Terribly sorry. It's that kind of weather again. I feel stuffy and I'm just like I'm losing my fucking mind. Anyways, terribly sorry if I sniffle, by the way, and cough or something like that, or if I feel like I'm throwing my voice. It's that kind of weather again. Fun all around, right? For anyone that has allergies and asthma, it's coming. It's a-coming. And it's gonna suck. Onto the next gun. The MP40 Grad. Grade? I don't know. Damage goes up by a smidgen. And the fire rate goes down by like a dot. I don't even know. Like, it's so weird because the bar doesn't even look like it moved. Like, it's just so strange. Like, okay, so how you can tell is if it's a gold bar, it goes up. So if it's a yellow bar, it goes up. So damage, if it's a yellow bar going to the right, it's going up. Now, if it's a red bar and it goes to the left, it's down. So anything that's red goes down. But everything in this pistol, besides ammo capacity and damage, looks like it just stays the same. Then you have the last gun, which is a sawn-off shotgun. And yes, that's just all it says, just a sawn-off shotgun. Which is fucked up because every other gun is just a fucking cop-out of every gun in real life. The Garrett M9, come on! It's an M19 pistol! The fucking M1984 pistol. It's a fucking M1911. You can't tell me that they didn't try hard enough to go and get the fucking licenses. Come on. The Knight 110, I'm pretty sure there's a DMR that looks just like it. I think that's I forget what gun it is. But basically, the sawn-off shotgun. The only two things that go up, and this is standard for a shotgun, is damage and fire rate. Everything else goes fuck all. Even ammo capacity is almost like at 0. Then knives. This is such a shame. Knives don't matter. It really doesn't. It's like it's just for looks. Even then, it's like you can't really see them. Now, gadgets. Gadgets are kind of interesting. You have... What the fuck? Oh, I was seeing the back. That's weird. So, as for gadgets, you have night vision goggles, silencer repair kits, which I kind of like this. I kind of like the thought of having a silencer repair kit. Then you have frag grenades, smoke grenades, flashbang grenades, EMP grenades, and gas grenades. Throwing knives, warning devices, which if you think of I think they're called tugs, I think, in Battlefield. Think of that. Bouncing betties, which we all know. Decoy traps, which I don't know what this is. Small forces enemies to investigate. Oh, this is a fucked up trap. Oh, I see. It's a trap that you throw in it. You activate it in it. It's like beep, 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 or whatever. It fucks with people. Then you have a C4 explosive and a TMRP6 AV mine. Hold on one second. Sorry, I had to take a little bit of a drink. Yeah, the mine is literally it's just a mine. Then you have thermal vision goggles. And I want to note, by the way, in this game you have two ways of seeing the enemy, and I'll explain that in a little bit. I know this video is going to be long as fuck, but I just have to get this out because this is stupid. Thermal vision goggles and gas mine traps. I have no problem with the gadgets. Gadgets are done okay. Standard gadgets, I can kind of understand. Now, armor, because this is a game where you do get into gunfights, which is kind of weird because you are a sniper. Then again, I guess I could see people being like, oh my god, I think I just came across a glitch. Oh no. Wait, what the fuck? That's just a thing I guess I can do. Apparently, if you have armor that's not damaged, you can still press repair, and it just keeps repairing it. The fuck? Interesting. But, so yeah, the three armor types is or you can either have no armor, light armor, medium armor, or heavy armor. The only thing that changes is the armor level. That's it. Like, mobility doesn't matter, anything else doesn't matter. Just you take more ammo, or you take more bullets. And you have your drone. And that you can customize, which I kind of like and I kind of dislike, because there are stupid ones. Like night vision, for example. You can buy night vision. You can buy thermal vision, which, by the way, the minute that you can, buy thermal vision. Because spotting enemies is a bitch. You can have luring. You can have hacking. You can have intelligent recon, which shows enemy outlines, strategic points, and environment information. Which is funny because I don't need that shit because I can fuck up people anyways. Camouflage, which makes people... Right, it says... reduces visibility by... visibility by 10% and audibility by 50%. I bought this and I have yet to find a difference because every time that I use it, they still spot it. Just like before. And then you have medium battery, advanced camouflage, which... This I can kind of understand, but this should just be standard camouflage, I guess. Which visibility goes down by 50% and audibility goes down by 85%. And then you have big battery, which just basically makes it less or more capable of being silent. Now, as you play the game, you get resources. There are resources that you can buy. So, for example, for the rifle that you use, you can buy, or you can craft. I'm sorry, you can craft bullets. Well, and you can also buy bullets too. Buying them costs, trading resources, obviously. Very sorry if you heard that again. I'm terribly sorry. You can craft or buy. Now, if you craft, it's completely free, but you have to get the resources to craft them in the first place. Now, what's fucked up is this sounds kind of cool. Like, oh, you get to make your own bullets. But here's the thing. This is so overpowered. It's no joke. Like, I don't even, like, search hard to find crafting materials. Like, I don't. I really fucking don't. So, what I'm doing is I'm crafting bullets right now. 7.62. And you do have resources. You have a lot of resources. I'm up to I'm up to 150, and it uses 450 explosive. I'm guessing 450 bullet heads, and then 450 scrap. I think, and I could craft 150 sniper bullets, or I could go to the store and just buy them, which is kind of fucked up. No, you could buy or you can do the same with AP or luring bullets. You could do the same with pistol bullets too. You could do the same with arrows. But what's really funny is flathead arrows. Let's see how many I can create. Each arrow costs 1 ammo and 1 scrap. I have about 500 ammo and about 2,000 scrap. So let's see how many arrows I can craft. Just holding down the button. Just holding it down. Passing. Can we pass 250? Pass 250. I can craft 300 arrowheads. 301 arrowheads from 451 ammo and scrap. That's funny to me. I don't know. But then you can craft gadgets. Now, every gadget you can craft, actually, besides the vision ones, like the goggles, night vision, and thermal. But otherwise, you can craft frag grenades, smoke grenades, every other gadget that you want. Equipment, you can craft 2. You can craft adrenaline packs, pills, or medikits. And then if you just want to, you can craft every bullet under the sun. And the other thing, which is kind of funny, is this game. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to have to cut the video because it's going to be fucking long. My final thoughts on the game is that there's so much goddamn potential here. Like, I mean, there is just so much goddamn potential for this game. But it's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's because they just don't give a fuck, or if they just thought that they could do this. Well, it's, you know what? I think I know why. Because I think they did this because they feel a lot of people like sniping games, like Sniper Elite. Everybody loved fucking Sniper Elite. That game was amazing. It was fun. It was interactive. You saw people get shot and their fucking eyeball pop or whatever. It's like, that was amazing. But in this game, you don't. Even the animations are stiff when they get shot. It's like they don't jolt or whatever. They don't even have ragdoll. They literally do a generic animation that may have passed in 2005. Like, it's the kind of animation that would, like, the guy would stand there and just fall. Like, they would just be like, oh, I'm shot. Now I'm on my knees. Now I'm on my stomach. Now I am dead. It's like, that's the animation. This is 2017, guys. This is early 2017. We're 4 months into the year, and you were telling us this game is going to be amazing with sniping? Granted, when you have a sniping mission and you snipe someone from long range, it's fucking fantastic. Because you have to dial it in. You have to, it's like different scopes. It's like you can equip different equipment. For your rifles, some you have to equip with a sniper or a silencer. Some you have to equip with a better scope. Different scopes have different zoom features, different ways to combat the wind and shit like that. There are different bullets that you can use. It's like, that's cool, but it comes so short because you don't necessarily need it. It's like, there are very rarely situations that they go like, oh, you need a better rifle. It's like, no, you don't, because almost every rifle that I've seen so far is exactly the same rifle. Except maybe like a few that do a little bit more damage when you do a fucking torso shot. Otherwise, it just does not matter. So it's like the game breaks its own rule of saying like, oh, you can change out rifles and you can have a Russian rifle or a NATO rifle. And it's like, that's so fucking cool. I can use a... Like, also I want to know what happened with the names. It's like, you guys had the names in Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, but now you don't. What happened here? I don't know. That's just weird to me, the names. But whatever. That's besides the point. Now, there's 3 other things I want to say. The one thing I want to say right now is the skill tree. This is bare bones. The worst skill tree I've ever seen. There is 9 skills per tree. Now each tree, it goes Sniper, Ghost, and Warrior. Oh hey, look at that. Sniper, Ghost, Warrior. Ha ha! I get it. Fuck off. So Sniper. Sniper tree is just like what it says. Use a sniper rifle, you snipe people, etc. Ghost is being stealthy with your sidearm, like your pistol, or stabbing people from behind, or interrogating them, hiding bodies, etc. Basically being stealthy. And Warrior is just going full out attack, like with your assault rifle or bow or shotgun, and just attacking head on. There are 9 skills per tree. That's what? That's 27 skills. That's 27 skills that, I have to unlock. Now, that's not a bad thing, but here's the skills for Sniper. Cameraman. This is tier 1. So you have to unlock 2 of them to unlock the second tier and the third tier. So it's like, you unlock 2 of them in the first tier, you unlock the second tier. You unlock 2 in the second tier, you get the third tier. Which is all, by the way, 3 skills each. So you get Cameraman. CCTV vision cone is visible in scout mode. Which, by the way, that's fucking bullshit in the first place. Because 9 times out of 10, I have only come across CCTV cameras like maybe twice. And that's it. Echolocation. Ability to see, quote-unquote, sounds such as footprints or enemy voices in scout mode. Which, by the way, is fucking useless unless you're going to be close quarters, which you're a sniper. And, by the way, you could die pretty easily if you don't have armor, by the way. It's actually very easy to die. Unless you're going very, very close range, which why would you with a sniper rifle? Unless you're going close range, there's no point to get echolocation. And Scavenger, get 50% bigger loot. Okay, that's understandable because you do need money. Now, second tier, Zen Master. Breath holding is 50% longer when aiming. Loot sense. Detect loot boxes through walls in scout mode at 15 meters meter radius. At 15 meter radius. Okay. And then drone pilot. Unlock extra drone module slot. And then the third tier is marksman. Reload your rifle 20% quicker. Predatory focus. Tagged enemy outlines are visible through walls in scout mode. And counter sniper. Enemy snipers' vision lines are visible in scout mode. The only couple of actual ones that I can see is worth skill points is counter sniping, predatory focus, Zen Master, and possibly echolocation. Every other one is bullshit. Marksman I can kind of see, but every other one is bullshit. So in Ghost, pickpocket. So they're taking this, by the way, from Far Cry 3. I know they are, because guess what? This is a skill. Pickpocket. Quickly auto-loot dead enemies after melee attacks. Efficient crafter. Crafting traps requires less resources. Hurt Locker. 25% less damage from explosives. So this is going to be the second tier. Medic. Healing items are 33% stronger and medkits are marked on map. Wraith. Walking and jumping generates 50% less noise. And Endurance. Additional health chunk. 33% health increase. Then the third tier, Crawler. Move 20% faster when crouching. Spider. Climbing is 20% faster. And Serial Killer. Unlimited chain kills in melee combat. That's taken from fucking Far Cry 3 and 4. I could tell. Because they have that shit in that game. And then the Warrior Tech Tree. Or the Warrior Tree. Thrifty. Crafting bullets requires less resources. Runner. Stamina drains slower. Bullet packing. Carry one more magazine for assault rifles. Oh, and I want to mention, by the way, you're a Marine. just keep that in mind. So in the second tier, Mule +1. Basically additional gadget slot. Tier 2, cheaper items. Better prices when buying gadgets and ammunition in shops. Then the third one is Fast Hands, which gives you faster loading. Doesn't tell you what, it just says faster loading. Then in the third tier is Mule +2, which gives you the last additional slot for a gadget. Fortitude, which is additional health chunk, 33% health increase. And then Berserk. While on final chunk of health, you gain unlimited stamina for 20 seconds. Now, I want to tell you this right now. Berserk is stupid because 9 times out of 10, by the time that you're down to that much health, you're dead. You're dead. There's no way you live. Unless you're very lucky, because you die very quickly. So that last chunk of health goes away in a snap. Like, you're fucked at that point. So, the skill tree is completely useless besides, like, maybe 10 skills that you need. Or that you might want. So the third thing that I fucking hate is the... Hold on, let me go to it in my game. Is the characters, in fact... Actually, there's another thing that I do want to bring up. Is the stupid storyline. So, I guess, quote, spoilers, I guess. Yeah, you know what, spoilers. There's a lot of spoilers right here, so if you don't want spoilers, fuck off. So, the character you play, John North, has a brother named Robert North. On a mission in the beginning, you basically get fucking captured. He gets captured. You escape, I guess. What ends up happening is, during the game, you're going through this whole entire fucking mission. By the way, there's a person in here called Lydia Georgiades? I don't know. And she's supposed to be your girlfriend, but I don't even know who the fuck she is, so I don't give a shit about her. So basically, you're fighting these people, and it's like, oh my god, you know, there's like, holy shit. So then it's like you go to, this fucking, this funeral, or this church for a wedding, and it's like, oh my god, I'm in the wedding. Just the fucking groom gets sniped from an impossible angle. It's like your guy's like, that's an impossible angle. Nobody can do that shot. What the fuck? So it's like you go and investigate and you find this helmet that has like a skull pattern on it, which by the way looks really fucking cool. It really does. And it gets sniped out of your hands. Well, you find his name is called Armazi, and Armazi is like this really fucking unknown dude. Who works for this little society called 23 Society, which is like this group of super soldiers. Basically, long story short, you find out who the fucking Armazi prick is, and guess what? Giant spoiler alert, it's your fucking brother. But it's like... This isn't really much of a spoiler, because guess what? You see it coming from a mile away. From 10 miles away, you see this coming. Because it's like the whole story of the game is literally like the first... like 2 acts. It's literally like your guy being like, my brother, where is my brother? My brother, where is he? Oh my god. It's like, come on. When the sniper rifle gets shot out of your fucking hand, it's like, who made that shot? It's like, it's your fucking brother, dipshit. It's like, that's such a stupid gimmick. They do. That's a rant for me. But the third thing that I want to know is that there are these things. They are called historic historic rifles. These are collectibles essentially. You cannot use these. I believe. Hold on. Let me see because I'm in my hideout right now. Now, if I find the wall, I'll try to grab one. Which I think it's in here. I'm in a cave from the looks of it. I'm on a horse. The fuck? There's just a hole for... Okay. Are these supposed to be for, like, target practice? I don't fucking... Where are my collectibles? Are they over here? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find these collectible guns. Oh, I think they're in here. Yeah. Maybe? No? Where are they? I'm sorry I'm rambling, but it's just like... this game makes me so upset because it's like... There is so much potential. Oh, here it is. Here's a wall. It's not even here, apparently. Okay, where's the Mosin Nagant I got? Oh. Okay, I guess it doesn't show up. But these goddamn collectibles, they mean nothing. You don't need them. You legitimately don't need them. You don't need to get these collectibles. You can't use them. You can't, fucking look at them. They're just there on the wall, and that's it. And it's like they have a little bit of, like, story behind them, but that's it. It's like, this wasn't, again, it was used by this one sniper girl from or she was Ukrainian during the Second World War. It's like, that's cool and all, but it's like, I want to use it. It's a fucking rifle. Let me use this rifle. It's cool looking. But no, you can't. Oh, and there is this thing called Things from the Past, where it's like these tiny little like things that you can collect that give you it's basically just another form of currency. That's all it is. And then it's just, oh my god, it's just, again, this game. Oh, this game also. That's the other thing I want to point out. This game does absolutely nothing to keep you wanting to play the game. Nothing at all. There are side objectives that you can do, like rescue civilians from the enemies, or from a pack of wolves for some reason, or go out and kill like these most wanted targets. But it's just like there is no point. Hold on. I'm halfway through the game right now. I'm actually up to... What is this? No, I'm not halfway through the game. My bad. I'm 18, 19, 20... Sorry, I suck at math. I'm 51% through the game, so I am halfway done. Now, here's the funny thing. Main missions. There are 26 main missions. 16 side missions. 55 weapons to collect. 10 drone modules, and 19 gadgets to unlock. And Jesus H, this thing has come on for about an hour. I don't understand why you're watching this now. But in any case, oh, here's my longest shot. 288.34 meters. That was the longest shot, and it was a headshot. I know this is me ranting. And I know people are going to be like, why the fuck did you buy it? It's because this game had such potential. It had so much potential. Like, there were so many different things that I could have done. There were different, like, sniper rifles that you could use. And it's like each one is like customary or customizable. And it's like each one was unique. And it's like, find yours. It's like... Oh my god, I could be like a real sniper. It's really fucking cool. But in the end, it's bullshit. All it is like, it's like coating crap in gold. It doesn't matter. It's still crap. They say it's an open world, but literally, I'm looking at the map right now. There's interesting locations, but all of them are basically the same. It's saving civilians or collectibles, and that's it. That's all you're really doing is collectibles or saving civilians. Which, by the way, saving civilians sounds pretty cool, but you could get them done in like 5 seconds tops if you're quick, I should say. Because all of them are so easy to do. It's literally run up to a guy, kill him with a melee, and you can chain kill. So you can chain kill everybody in like 5 seconds, and they won't know you're there. So you just save the civs, and it's just, oh my god. I know this has gone on for a long time, so I'm going to end it here. If you guys are actually wanting to buy this game, which it's not a bad game. It's really not. It's just there's so much potential. It's like Watch Dogs, except without the lying. It's like Watch Dogs though. It's like there was so much potential, but it was just wasted from the beginning. It's like graphically also, by the way, at least on PC, it looks really nice. On console, less so. But I'll bet you that if you play this on PC, I'll bet you that if you play this on PC, you could see people further away. Because I believe PC games usually have draw distances that max out pretty far. But again, it's just, for the console game at least, this game is just not fun. I'm going to end it here. I'm glad that you guys, I hope you guys fucking just watch through this, but if you guys did, what the fuck is wrong with you? Hearing a guy talk about a game for an hour and how many? 1 minute? I don't understand why you guys just did that, but I thank you for watching. But I'm just hoping there's a sniper game that comes out later that does have modern day, and it's really fucking good. So until then, I'll see you guys later. See ya.